My hair's all messed up, but that's okay. I call myself working out. Welcome to It's Getting Better All the Time Mental Health Outreach with your host, Sister Ayla Green. It's Getting Better All the Time Mental Health Outreach, providing information and support while encouraging hope and faith. Again, you can log on to our website at igbattmho.org and find out more about us, providing information and support. I just wanted to come briefly today to say Happy Mother's Day. Today is the 7th, 5 7. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day. I know for those of you, there are some of you who are listening to me, your mother, your mother's not around. Your mother's deceased. For some of you, your mother is in the hospital, your mother is sick, you're not sure what's going on with her. And I just want to leave a word of peace with you and let you know that, there's no amount of words I, that can, you know, that you can say to an individual who's lost a loved one that will make things better. But I can say that the Holy Spirit knows how to do it. He knows how to encourage. He knows how to. He knows the right touch. He knows the right thing to say. And I'm just praying for you on this Mother's Day, for those of you who lost mothers or mothers who are in the hospital or you're worried about your mothers, that I'm praying for peace. That the spirit of peace would invade your mind, would invade your heart, that would touch you even right now. Because there's one thing about it: when the presence of the Holy Spirit comes into our lives, when He touches us, there's no other touch like that. When He comes, His touch brings understanding, His touch brings healing, His touch brings, just a sense of comfort. And that is what I'm praying. But again, I want to wish every mother's a happy Mother's Day. And we thank God for mothers. I have a wonderful mother who's still alive, and I thank God for that. I thank God for her. And all you mothers, we thank God for what you do. We thank God for the sacrifices that you've made. We thank God for there's some mothers who, you ensure that your kids eat even when you don't eat. You ensure that your kids to have the best when you don't have the best. And we appreciate you, because there are some mothers out there who are not like that. But we thank God for you being that type of mother. There are some mothers, you don't bring just anybody man around your children. You're careful, you protect your kids. And again, we thank you for that. We appreciate that. But I want to say to you mothers, and just women in general, all of the things that you do, you have to make sure that you take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, then we won't have you around. And we need mothers, we need women to be around. So I wanted to take some time again, of course, Mother's Day, talking about women, Mother's Day, but I also want to talk about women's mental health as well. Women, whether you're a mother or not a mother, we all have to take care of ourselves, right? Especially for mothers, because we need you around. Mothers, we need you to make sure you're getting your mammogram, that you're getting your yearly checkup, that you're taking any medications. If your doctor is giving you any medications to take, that you're on track with your physicals. The doctor had to have this chart, like what you're supposed to do every year. You want to make sure you're doing that, and make sure that you're eating healthy, that you're taking care of yourself, mothers. We want to make sure that you are around. Your children need you, especially you good mothers. The children need you. But again, for women in general, it's important that we take care of our health. But I want to talk about mental health, and this is a little book I wanted to share. Is Women's Mental Health: What It Means to You. We have a lot of these. I may have a link. Well, I may have a link to our website, but you can go online and get the book. Okay, womenshealth.gov. Womenshealth.gov. WOMENS health HEALTH is all one word. .gov, and you can get this book. I give this out to women, um, everybody I know. When I can, I give this book out because I think it's a great book. It talks about women's mental health, which is what we're going to talk about. But I just want to encourage again, women, make sure you get your checkup. Make sure you're doing that. Okay. Um, Women's mental health, what it means to you. Good mental health is an important part of a woman's overall health. If you're not mentally well, then it's hard to be physically well. Many women, again, especially mothers, you're doing 50 things at the same time. You're taking care of your husband if you're married. You're taking care of your child. You're taking care of, everyone else. You're doing all this stuff for other people, and you're not caring for yourself, right? So we want to make sure. Let me see here. It looks like I am. Okay, I got a few minutes left. That you're not taking care of yourself. So it's important for you to do that. It's important for you to take care of yourself. I'm sorry. I am trying different things here today, that you're taking care of yourself. Okay, women's mental health. Your mental health is as important as your physical health. New research is showing how closely the two are connected. Taking care of your mental health can help you to feel better physically. As I was saying, a lot of women, you're running around, you're taking care of everyone else, but you're not eating right. You're taking care of everyone else, but you're not, you're just eating snacks. You're just, you're running around, going from here, going from doing this, from soccer practice, football practice, getting your hair done. You're taking care of yourself. You're up with a sick child, a sick husband, a sick mother-in-law, sick father-in-law, and you're not taking care of yourself, right? A lot more women are starting to have heart issues, right? Starting to have heart attacks and heart episodes and things of that nature. It used to be the men more so. Now we're hearing more about women are getting that. A lot of us women, we're dealing with weight problems or overweight, not because we're sitting around all the time eating, it's because you're doing so many things and you don't have time to properly make a good meal for yourself. So you're just eating fast food stuff. So women, we have to take care of ourselves. That's the physical part. When we talk about mental health, other people depend on you and your well-being. Your mental health, like I said, affects how you deal with your family, your friends. If you're depressed, if you're anxious, then the whole house is going to be impacted, right? Because if you're depressed and you're anxious, you're unable to sleep, you're unable to cook, you're unable to take care of yourself, then it's going to be harder for you to take care of your children. And your children depend on you and they see that. They notice that something is going wrong with mom. It's different when you have older kids and you may have a husband, but when your kids are small, or if you're a single parent and if your 5-year-old is relying on you, it's harder, to say, okay, go in there and fix yourself something to eat when the child is only 3. But so again, you have to pay attention to your health. If you find yourself feeling, for example, depression, you find yourself for at least 2 weeks eating too much, eating too little, you find yourself dealing with your mood, you find yourself being anxious, crying, you find yourself just being depressed. And I'm not talking about sad. Sadness is different from depression. Sadness changes. Sadness will lift when the reason why you're sad changes. Of course, if I got laid off, I would be sad. But as soon as I got another job, I would feel much better. But with depression, the sadness that comes from depression, you can hit the lottery for $1 million and you'd still be down. You still feel sad. So it's a little different. But if you find yourself feeling this way, mom, it's important for you to kind of reach out to your primary care doctor. Number one, to make sure that everything's okay with you physically. And then if so, start looking at some other options as well. Because again, sometimes you may just need to talk to someone. Sometimes you may just need a change of scenery, or sometimes you may need to take some type of medications just for a little while. Just because you say you're depressed or you have to, something is going on with you mentally, doesn't mean that you always need to take medications. Some people do fine without medications. Some people need them. It just varies. The bottom line is identifying what's going on with you, okay? No one chooses to be mentally ill. And no matter what you do to prevent it, sometimes it just happens. It has nothing to do with you being a single parent, that you're having 1 kid or having 5 kids. It doesn't matter whether you have a husband or don't have a husband. It doesn't matter, if you work or don't work. It doesn't matter. Depression impacts all of us, all of our family members. If it doesn't impact you directly, it impacts someone you know. So it's indirectly. So again, there's no shame in it, but you have to kind of take care of yourself. The ability to bounce back from hard times or to deal with problems when they come is a big part of good mental health. It won't keep bad things from happening. So it doesn't matter how great of a person you are. Sometimes we just get sick. Sometimes these bodies get sick. For example, you could be a vegetarian or somebody who'll only eat one meal a week and drink water all the time and can still get cancer. Or you can still get run over by a bus. So bad things sometimes happen to us, right? But the thing is, it there are options, there are ways out, way out. One of the things that you need to do, Mom, is make sure you have good friendships and family ties, people that you can talk to. Right? You want to make sure you're doing activities you enjoy each day. Sometimes you may have to put the baby down. You may have to tell your husband to take care of the kids, or sometimes you may have to just go and have a good bubble bath, or to, just lock the door. Sometimes you have to get away for yourself. And I know sometimes it's challenging because you have kids that need something all the time, but sometimes you have to do this for yourself. You have to have some type of balance. Support from your faith community or loved ones. Having a support of your faith community, members of your church, is helpful, because what happens is church provides a sense of community. Religion, faith, as we talked about one time before, religion and faith is good for your mental health. Both of them, religion, faith, the acting out of it, I'm sorry, and spirituality is good for your